Imagine for a moment that you're an expert in psychoanalysis. In the office, you know exactly what to say to inspire your team to follow your lead, and you can sway even the most reluctant or difficult people. You're completely aware of whom you should watch out for and who is likeliest to stab you in the back to get ahead. You know exactly how to flatter your boss and how to gain his or her recognition for your good effort. When on a date, you know exactly what to say to get your date to absolutely fall for you if that's what you desire. You can manipulate people's emotions as easily as playing checkers. You even have a renewed appreciation for political drama and even history, because you can easily understand political maneuvers and power tactics. Machiavelli himself would be proud. Fast forward several weeks or months from now, when you've practiced applying the techniques in this manual. You've gotten so good at reading body language that you can practically read people's minds. You know what people are about to say, and can read their unconscious motivations sometimes even better than they can themselves. Now think for a moment. Would having this ability that gives you an advantage over your competition give you an edge in any relationship and allow you more opportunity? The ability to analyze people is an often undervalued and underestimated skill. But almost anyone can gain a huge advantage if they took the time to study and understand why people act the way they do. By learning to analyze people, you get the advantage of knowing that person's feelings, emotions, and attitude, even before the person utters a single word. Moreover, the ability to analyze people helps you understand what the other person is going through. With this understanding, you can become empathetic if the situation calls for empathy, and know what to do to make the person feel comfortable. That not only makes you likable, it also fosters trusting relationships with those around you. When people trust you, influencing them becomes easier. You can also use your people analysis skill to manipulate people and subconsciously compel them to do as you please. When you know what's going on in another person's head, you can use that information to your advantage and tactfully persuade that person. Psychiatrists and detectives commonly use this skill to study and decipher individuals with ease. Analyzing people also comes in handy in numerous situations. For example, if you're on a date, but your date constantly is touching his or her face and avoids eye contact when you ask him or her a personal question, they're either telling you they're not interested, that they're thinking about something else, or may even be lying. By analyzing your date's body language, you can easily understand what they're communicating to you. Or, let's say your aim is to get a raise from your boss. Wouldn't you be much more likely to persuade him or her if you have an understanding of his or her values and decision-making process? Perhaps your goal is to ask a stubborn coworker to help you on a project. How are you to know how to appeal to their sense of sociability if you don't understand their personality? You simply can't underestimate the value of knowing how to analyze people effectively. Unfortunately, most people go through life not anticipating the importance of this skill and miss out on the opportunities and social leverage it can afford. Additionally, even if they know how to make observations about body language, typically people do not have a strategy for interpreting the information, and therefore can't benefit from really understanding the psychology behind someone's words and actions. The solution is to develop a habit of becoming aware of what people are really communicating to you, understanding that most people do not explain their thought processes outright, and you have to do some interpretation. The good news is, simply by having an interest in learning how to analyze people, you will find yourself becoming more observant about other people's actions and what they're really saying when you read between the lines. In this book, we'll be going over some of the most powerful systems of personality analysis, so you can learn the skills that matter when it comes to mastering human psychology. With practice, you'll be able to read people as easily as the words on this page, and reap the benefits of having insight into people's thoughts and emotions. You'll be able to improve your relationships and develop your powers of influence and persuasion by mastering this subtle but profound art of observation.